I believe what we have here is the last one, which is... And yeah, that one before, if you've been following along, was literally you had to talk to this person, you had to talk to this person, then you had to talk to this person, and they give you a code, and that code was just that one thing. And then here, before we talk to Ricardo, right by this burning android, there's a thing you use the iron torch. You go through, and you're here in this area, which too bad for this guy. Steal that for your guy. From there, spoke bomb. And back here, there is one thing.
Exactly 5-star, but it's cozy enough. I filled the bag with essentials and picked up a few things on the way, making sure I didn't run into anyone. Too many people with guns on Sevastopol now, shooting at shadows. I mean, I have one myself, but I'm not fucking insane. At least, here it's secluded, and I'm close to the terminal. So if there is a chance of a ship arriving, I'll get a front seat.
Axel. So maybe I got that before and I didn't realize it. But yeah, that is all this here. So I figured what I'm going to do for as much as I can for this hour, I'm going to go through each of these as sort of a celebration of this game. Now I can read this stuff, sit back, listen to this stuff. I know the audio on this is a bit wonky, so I'm going to brighten this up a bit. Clear my throat. Little salute to a great game. Hopefully a fun playthrough for people. And thanks once again, Predminator. So we have number 1. Verlaine. You on the lookout for a navigation officer? I have a friend that's just lost his ship, and he's looking for work. I can vouch for him. He's got good papers. Same old story. Medicore undercut him, picked up all his clients. Contracts are getting harder to come by for the smaller companies. I'm thinking of getting out myself, while I still have something to sell. Sounds like you're doing okay, though. Dropped by the docks and heard you just shipped out. Sevastopol Station, what a shithole. Still, I hear Whale and Utani pay well. Good luck to you. If you can't beat them, right? Let's catch up when you get back. Blaine. Stick this up your sore ass, Blaine. To Taylor from Nostromo, from that girl that got killed with that Anisador explosion. Hey Taylor, I got your case request. It may take me a while to dig out the files. An incident happened before my time at the company, so I'm a bit fuzzy on the details. In 2122, the Weyland-Yutani cargo vessel Nostromo went missing. No traces found of its cargo or crew. Apart from a new science officer, the rest of the crew had worked together before. Captain Dallas, Science Officer Ash, Executive Officer Kane, Warrant Officer Ripley. What is a warrant officer? How they do it? Like, what is a warrant officer? Navigation Officer Lambert, Chief Engineer Parker, Engineer Technician Brett. Lost a lot of money from it. It's a bit of a black mark in the history. Get the impression they don't like to mention it. Anyway, I'll try and find the files later, clarify some of the points. If you want, I can help you get through them. Maybe some of your luck will rub off on me. I hear upstairs have an eye on you for something big. Yeah, a big dick you're sucking, because you're dead. You're dead as fuck, lady. Diane Verlaine, sorry that she got killed at the end there. That sucks. Pretty much off screen. Outbound and return transportation for Weyland-Yutani retrieval team to Sevastopol Station. Samuels, Ripley, and Taylor. Number Dutch 2, Crew 2. Oops. Ah, damn it. Not here. Interstellar communications antenna, lawn haul, hypersleep chamber, commercial passenger cargo ship retrofitted from a tow rig, retains operational heavy duty tow umbilical. Sevastopol by now. Oh, what? Oops. What the hell? So, boys and girls, you probably heard the whispers of Sevastopol by now, and I can confirm it's official. Sevastopol is being decommissioned. I will go over with each of you what that means in regards to your contracts and its placement, but for now, we still have a job to do. Suits want the job. Want this done with the skeleton crew, which means we'll only be getting a few outside contractors to help. But it does mean overtime. Recommend taking what you can while it's available. I should point out that the decommission does not mean lucky dip. Everything else here has been accounted for, and I will personally escort anyone found helping themselves to equipment to Marshall Waits. Langley, if you're looking for our stash, I've moved it. You left it right in the open where anyone could have taken it. Jesus, do you know what I had to do to get it? I've hidden it in one of the storerooms. You should be able to find it. Code is blah blah blah. Don't worry, no one goes down to the terminal anymore. Not after what happened. Also, we're out of meds and low on water, so you're going to need to get some. It's your turn. Maybe it'll teach you to take care of our stuff in the future. No. Goodbye from Seedson. We've had a long journey together, but sadly it's coming to an end. Seedson Corp would like to take this opportunity to thank you all who worked and lived in Sevastopol over the years in hopes that Seedson has helped to make a productive, reward environment. Our investment and belief in the station has never wavered. Be assured the Season's Apollo Central, AI and working Joe androids will be there to serve Sevastopol until the last rivet is removed. We wish you all the best for the future after all. Yeah. You get fired, then you get killed. Congrats.
Harris, Turner, get back here now. We have a track somewhere in engineering. Lock the terminal down, kill the power, and don't forget your reports. Make them thorough. We're gonna need our paperwork to be bulletproof when this shit's over. Waits out.
So they were tracking it, they locked it down, and they tried to stop it. The fact that you're worried about paperwork during all that shit. Locked her terminal down, killed the power. Well, it didn't fucking save them.
Julia Jones, today's update. After numerous demands, Marshall Waits finally called a public meeting to address the rumors that have been circulating on Sevastopol. But instead of the answers we wanted, he continued to be evasive, and after only a few minutes, he and his team were pelted by projectiles from an angry crowd. A gun was fired, there was panic, and now Waits and what's left of his team are forcibly ejecting us from the terminal. Feels like we're on our own now.
So people have been disappearing one by one. Xenomorph's been taken one by one. And there's rumors. What the fuck's going on? They're like, we don't know. Bullshit. You full of shit. Pull the plug. I'm sorry, but I won't need you to come in next week. As you know, the store's been in trouble for some time now, and I couldn't hold off the creditors any longer. There's just no one coming to Sevastopol anymore. It's not just us either. It sounds like the whole station is in the red, and they're pulling the plug. Going to sell it off for scrap, I guess. I was speaking to one of the engineers, and he reckons they'll announce it soon. I'm telling you so you don't stick around. I'm looking for another job. Sevastopol's finished. Time to move on. Well, hopefully Zoe left before the shit hit the fan. Oh, yeah. Never mind. Yeah, that's right. I said never mind because to all spaceflight terminal employees in the interest of public safety and the prevention of panic must be made clear to all potential passengers that there is currently no scheduled flights leaving nor ships available. Colonial Marshals are investigating problems on station will update accordingly. From the office of Marshal Waits. So you can't leave because you may be infected and you may fuck up a lot of other people. Apollo's central AI that monitors and provides guidance for all the seats and working Joes on Sevastopol. Apollo also oversees all communications on stations, so wherever you are, you know you're in safe hands. Yeah. Safely put you in a coffin.
Harris, this is Turner. I found the last power coupling. Took me a while, but it's off now. Just getting the last security brace. Come find me when you shut yours down, and we can get the hell out of here. Jesus, man, I'm hearing noises everywhere. Every creaking. Just hurry the fuck up, will you?
Is that the one with the...
Harris, Turner, get
Harris
back here
Turner.
now. We have a track somewhere in engineering. Lock the terminal down, kill the power, and don't forget your reports. Make them thorough.
So
We're
this-
gonna need our paperwork to be bulletproof when this shit's over. Waits up.
So Marshall Waits, a.k.a. William Hope, a.k.a. Gorman from Aliens. So these guys were working for him.
Harris, this is Turner. I found the last power coupling. Took me a while, but it's off now. Just getting the last security brace. Come find me when you shut yours down, and we can get the hell out of here. Jesus, man, I'm hearing noises everywhere. Every creaking. Just hurry the fuck up, will you?
So Gorman, as I keep calling him, he told these guys to shut it off. This is them finally shutting it off.
Harris, it's Turner. Gotta deal with that wasted asshole again. This time he nearly wrecked the door with a maintenance jack. Guess he figures it's safe here. Wants to lock himself in. Screw him. We got too much to worry about without babysitting drunks. Anyway, I threw him in the evidence lockup. Let the son of a bitch sleep it off.
Oh, that's the guy we found dead in there. So he was drunk, wrecked the door with a maintenance jack. Guess he figures it's safe here. That's where we got the maintenance jack. We'll make a complaint. Oh yeah, this guy right here. This is the drunk.
Hello? I want to make a complaint
He sounds drunk.
to the highest authority, okay? My name is Zachary Watson. That's Watson. You get that? My complaint is this. Fucking marshals. They should be protecting us. It's their job. Some things on this station where they said no one knows what it is. No one fucking knows. They put braces on the doors. Locked down. You know, like to keep something out. I'm fucking terrified, man. I'm fucking... Shit. So cold. I don't think this fucking thing even works.
Well, there you go. Now, this is Waits, so that's Marshall Waits, that's Gorman, or William Hope, or Gorman. Heist, he was one of the people on the Anisadora ship.
Interview subject. Heist. Did I say that right? Heist? Look, if you can't even tell me your name, we're going to be here a hell of a long time. I just want to know about your boss. He's got you all into a lot of trouble. Someone's going to be accountable. I'm going to make damn sure someone's accountable. No? Tough guy, huh? Turner, turn off the tape. Maybe our friend here is just shy.
Yeah, I bet. Managed to get my hands on that stuff I was talking about. Chief won't even notice to stop missing. Things always get lost when the stage is closing down. Don't worry about customs either. Sinclair's told his men to turn a blind eye. They'll probably be too busy goofing off or taking backhanders knows anyway. You get what you pay for, I guess. Bailey. Oh, this is the thing, the two-man rule lock. Just us, no one else, no matter how much anyone begs, and no matter what sob story they try and pull. Like, this here is what you call a two-man rule lock. That means these two to open the door simultaneously from two different consoles. Most of us don't know each other, so this is the safest way of making sure everything stays secure. And none of us decide to head off on their own with the stuff. When you're on shift, take it turns, keep guard, and notify the other if one of us needs to be let in or out. That means just us, no one else. No matter how much anyone bathes, no matter what sob story they try and pull. I was with a group before, we got soft, and now I'm the only one left. Trust no one. I mean, can't blame them. Inventory without talking to me first. Running low on ammo, Zoe managed to pick up some prescription drugs, all addressed to the same person. Guess they didn't need them anymore. Zoe? Is that the girl that one person said don't come into work?
Marie, listen to me very carefully. I want you to leave work now. Collect Claire, pick up the cat, and head home. We need to find someplace safe till Season's in a ship. I saw the guy from down the hall. I can't remember his name, the one in the dirty baseball cap and weird smell. He had something in his coat. I think it was a gun. He just looked right through me. Don't talk to anyone. Don't tell them where you're going. I'll meet you as soon as I can.
Collect Claire, pick up the cat, head home. Season ain't sending any ships, pal. Sorry to burst your bubble. To Chief Porter. Whoops. The good news is I'm about 80% through archiving Sevastopol's internal mail system for the decommissioning. It's been disconnected from Apollo, but I've left the basic messaging system in place for the people still here. Bad news is whoever set it up in the first place stamped on the hardware. We've had some leaks. I've got Mike Tanaka looking into it. He's specialist archivist we called in. Seems to know his shit. Just thought I'd better give you the heads up in the meantime. I guess this is to show like these simple computers, like the messaging, why they're still on, and Apollo hasn't fucked with it. Disconnected from Apollo, so I guess. I'm not sure how to read this. That reporter, Julia Jones. Space station nobody needed, run by our company, we all forgot. Backwater. Population is a tenth of the station's optimal capacity. Docking bays are empty, shutters are down on local stores and businesses. The orders for Season's clearly manufactured androids have long since dried up. Antiquated Apollo governing AI system frequently malfunctions. So pretty much it's a shit show. Everything's a shit show. The stores are down. The AI is malfunctions is antique. The androids are cheap as fuck. Shutters are down. How we do here? Where have billions of dollars of investment gone? My name is Julia Jones. I've lived on Sevastopol for 2 months, compiling this report for the Colonial Times, discovering the price our secretary corporations have paid for their overdispatching during the race in the outer. That sounds like California. It sounds like that piece of shit governor and that dumb bitch mayor spend billions on the homeless, and what the fuck happened? But we don't have any fucking water for some reservoirs. We haven't put new reservoirs in. But you spent like this fucking rail system to go from one city to the other, like 80 billion or million, and not a goddamn thing. So sounds like California now.
Message from Marshal Waits. This is Chief Porter in tech support. Look, there's nothing on this flight recorder, Waits. We've broken God knows how many corporate confidentiality agreements and come up with zip. Nothing except the Weyland-Yutani logo and an empty readout. Now, these things are built to last. So either someone on board the Nostromo asked its mother core to wipe it clean, or somehow the data's been corrupted before it got here. Care to fill me in on why this was a priority job?
Of course, we see that the message is later on the Anisadora. So, that's... There you go. He was to put a manual lock on the door leading upstairs. Don't want any accidents until we figure out what's going on here, Chief. Manual lock on the door. We don't want to show you a new world. We want to discover with you here at Season. Every new tech research project and discovery is driven to find real-world applications to help you. We hope you'll join us for the journey. Yep. Journey to your death. Oh, this is a different person. Sebastian. Origins in space. Whoops. 2034 changed everything. The advent of faster than light travel put Season Seed and Son? Really? Like Sanford and Son? Ba-ba-ba-na. On the path to success, race into space began in earnest under the steady hand of our founder, Josiah Seagale. Our company was primed and ready for the years that followed. Seed and Son built the components that enabled ships to extend colonial space beyond the solar system. As history relates, Wayland Corp was reluctant to share its technologies with other corporations. Fortunately, Josiah was on hand to speculate, innovate, and produce. Without Seed and Son, the skies would have looked very different indeed. Oh, what the fuck? How did I miss these? What? I didn't realize I missed these. God damn it. I thought I had them all. Son of a bitch. I thought I had them all. How the fuck did I miss all of these? God damn it.
Marie, if you did this, I'm making my way to Seeks and Communications now. I didn't wait because I knew you'd try and stop me. Please understand, this is our best shot. Someone has got to reestablish communications. We need to make sure the officials back at home know what's going on here. Don't worry about me. I'll be back. I'm not going to leave you and Claire alone.
We need to make sure the officials back at home know what's going on. I should have double fucking chat and triple fucking chat. So after a bit of time, I do have them all. And just to show you, from the top all the way to the bottom, it took me a while. Now, funny enough, I didn't get any trophy or anything for getting all these. But you see, they're all here. But yeah, I don't know if it's something else also, but it took me a bit. But I did get it, so there you go. But yeah, I know, that's loud. But I'm trying to remember where the hell I was because it was so long. Okay, yeah, I remember it was a door override, manifesto. Yeah.
Marie, if you did this, I'm making my way to Seeks and Communications now. I didn't wait because I knew you'd try and stop me. Please understand, this is our best shot. Someone has got to reestablish communications. We need to make sure the officials back at home know what's going on here. Don't worry about me. I'll be back. I'm not going to leave you and Claire alone.
I wonder if that was a guy that got the shit kicked down by the android. So this is where we're at. I didn't have this stuff. So call, log. What's going on up there? I've been waiting for a call, and Apollo, please stand by. My working Joe is acting strange. It won't listen to anything. Please stand by. What? Oh. I need help. I'm trapped in my apartment. There's an android outside it. Please stand by. Put me through to the marshal's office. It's an emergency. Someone's robbing my store. Please stand by. He's gone. It killed him. I think it's still here. Please stand by. Yeah. Sensitive corporate information has been automatically detected in a Sevastolink message recently sent from this terminal. This event has been logged by Apollo on behalf of Seedson. Any further questions? Fuck you and your questions. Ransom. Riz, are you still working down in Season Communications? I remember that trouble you got into last year. The trouble I helped you out? Well, it's time to repay the favor. One of my colleagues has been looking into some of the import documents and found a few problems. He's new, so he doesn't understand how we do things. Certainly go to the weights about it. This could hurt us all, so I need you to keep an eye on him. See if anything interesting comes up. Powell has cameras everywhere. Just needs someone to tell it where to point to. His name is Daniel Holden. Lives in Josiah, Executive Department 651. If this goes well, I might have some work for you. We could clean up here. So what was the guy's name? Hughes. No Hughes. Riggs and... Daniel Holden. Oh.
This is the commercial vessel Torrens out of St. Clair, registration number MSV7760, calling Sebastopol Traffic Control. We're carrying 3 passengers on a Wayland-Yutani bond. You're holding the Nostromo flight recorder unit. We request immediate permission to transfer the passengers portside over. This is Verlaine on the Torrens. What the hell just happened? Sebastopol! Did any of our EVA team make it on board? Please respond. We've taken damage in the explosion and are pulling out of Sebastopol space. Systems will be down while we repair. I can't say for how long.
Bet she wish she never came back, otherwise she'd be alive.
This is Waits, Colonial Marshal at Sebastopol Station. We have a serious situation here. Non-local comms are down, and we need you to send out an emergency message. Do you read me? Repeat, our ranged communications are down, and we need help. Stand off and send help.
Sebastopol, this is Wayland-Yutani Executive Administrator Nina Taylor, confirming receipt of your transmission. I'm a member of the team assigned to collect the Nostromo flight recorder. The black box in your possession is of primary importance to Wayland-Yutani. Under existing corporate agreements, we should remind you that you must not attempt to read its contents, nor disclose its presence to any third parties. We'll be with you soon. A private message from Marshal Waits will follow.
That was the last one I found. I couldn't find that one. Fucking Taylor. So she knew and didn't tell Amanda. Even though she had personal... What? You two-faced bitch. Dr. Lingard, we need more supplies of mood stimulants up here. We're getting really low, and it doesn't help that Coleman seems to be handing them out like candy. Law show he's been to the dispensary 16 times this week. We need to start rationing medications. Sebastopol's people are only going to need these more, and more the closer we get to shutdown. Can you talk to Coleman, find out where these prescriptions are going? So... Oh, Morley. Wasn't that... Isn't Morley that doctor who had to help his sorry ass, and then Alien took his ass? I think Dr. Lingard is that female doctor that we saw on the computer screen. I didn't know. So we need more mood stimulants. Just 16 times? He's high as a kite. 1702 says will stand for potential, yeah. The reporter, Julia. For better or worse, the right to bear arms followed us into colonial space alone, vulnerable in light years from law enforcement, who could deny our voyagers a way to defend themselves, their ships, or their families. The flip side of this argument is Sebastopol, where gun crime is rampant. Turning circles in the neglected corner of space as people are down being disconsolate. Those who could afford to leave did so years ago, abandoning friends and neighbors among empty stores, treating systems, and the forgotten dreams of the deep space economic boom. Yeah. They feel deceived, tempted here by corporations that refuse to recognize the deep space bubble was about to burst. They are angry, desperate, and increasingly divided. Recent colonial martial clampdowns on the black market have increased resentment. Every day it feels as if the station has edged a little closer to free fall. Yeah, they want to leave, but if you have no money, how the fuck can you leave? Think about it.
I don't take kindly to being left out of the loop, Morley. You hear me? I tried to use the dispensary today and found I was locked out. I can't possibly be expected to carry out my duties if you and Lingard cut my access privileges.
That's the asshole
I have
doctor.
patients who will relapse without that medication, particularly when things on the station are so precarious. I will not see patient care suffer. Consider this a formal warning. And for the record, I do not have a problem. Pullman out.
So I think that's the actor who was an asshole. Morley, I think we had to find like his T card. I think that's the asshole. I just found a patient who's been locked in a recovery room for days listening to that god-awful bullshit about pretty sunrises and a wife back home frying bacon. Oh yeah, we saw him in one of those little cells at the medical thing, and there was blood all over. We have been requested to vacate the premises in readiness for the decommission, but we have not been given leave to abandon our duty of care. Don't let this happen again. So they left that guy in there. Anxiety disorder, fractured tibia, suspected internal bruising, patient edgy, responds well to little personal interaction. I have time for our chess games. Welcome break for us, both minimal care, no insurance. Jay Green.
Dr. Morley, this is Marshal Waits. Make sure all your patients are prepped for the decommission. That means full documentation, personal effects, and any meds they'll need during the journey. I'm scheduling shuttles to transfer them to the medical ship for transportation. I strongly recommend placing the more volatile patients into early hypersleep prior to transfer. I don't want to hear your complaints. I don't have the manpower to guarantee protection for everyone if any of them decide to kick off. Farms or hypersleep, I don't care. Just get them subdued. That's just the way it's got to be. Waits out.
All right. Well, don't worry. You don't have to worry about that. The Xenomorphs took care of that shit. Frank, I need to talk to you. I've got a body up here that's part of a Marshall investigation. Female, late 30s chest wound. All from the Nisadora. Uh-oh. Come on, Frank. I have no idea how long Marshal Waits will wait to keep her up here, but this is a highly sensitive situation. I'm going to need your discretion. I'll also need you to trust me on this one. Come see it in my office. So the chest burster came out, and they found the body. And like, what the fuck happened? Shh, don't tell anyone. Frank, your concern about San Cristobal's lockdown has been noted, but I assure you an evac is 100% necessary and only a temporary measure. My priority is the welfare of the living, while you seem to be more preoccupied with the dead. If you're worried about power fluctuations, more temperature, and the condition of the corpses, just adjust the coolant delivery system. Just get out of there ASAP. Message for Lingard on her return. I prepped the patients in the trauma ward for transportation as best as I can. Before Waste locks the place down, I'm going upstairs to the psychiatric ward to make sure there are no stragglers. The dispensary is now empty. Everything San Cristobal has to offer in terms of first aid and medicines with you or elsewhere on station. I'm hoping you'll bring back good news. So they're not telling Morley anything. It's like, hey, I got all the patients. They're ready to transport. And we got all the medicine. Dr. Morley, I don't care what you think you need to do. I want you out of San Cristobal now. You know what we set up in there, and I'm truly sorry for what it means for the patients who can't be moved, but this is the only way. There will be no further warnings. Ooh, so they didn't tell the doctor, Morley. He's like, I gotta move the shit. And he's like, tough shit, you can't move the shit. You need to get the fuck out. And they set up a trap. I'm truly sorry for what it means for the patient. So this is the female doctor. Morley, I knew you out of medical. We set up shop in the habitation tower. People are fighting over supplies. We got more injuries coming in than we have the meds to deal with them. And my team is depleted, to say the least. I don't know how you'll break the lockdown, but if you need to access San Cristobal Central Wards, I've left the key card and the security locker. So Morley stayed behind for his patients, and he got fucked up. San Cristobal Medical has been locked down by the colonial marshals until further notice. Sevastopol's medical team are setting up field hospitals throughout Sevastopol to deal with the ongoing crisis.
Dr. Lingard, this is Ransom.
Fuck you,
Remember
Ransom.
me? Your friendly Seegson chief executive. Lingard, you don't drop by, you don't call. Aren't we pals anymore? Oh, well, we're both busy people. And after all, I have lots of other friends. Some of them have badges. One of them told me you called Marshal Waits about a, shall we say, interesting find.
The chest
I went
burster.
in.
No arguments.
wound.
After all, how much does Waits really know about you? Not as much as your old friend here. And I bet he wouldn't be as understanding about black market med supplies. I look forward to your call, Doc.
So that female doctor that we saw on the computer, she saw the chest wound, told Waits, and he's like, oh, whoa, wait, hey, maybe talk to me first, eh? Shh. Oh, there's the autopsy. Foster. Yeah, she dead.
Turner, we've had something go down here in San Cristobal. Tape off the scene and make sure it's not touched until Garcia comes in with forensics. Keep this quiet for now. I want total silence. Last thing this station needs is a panic. And one other thing. If I find out who leaked this to Ransom, I'll make them eat their fucking badge. He turned up quoted Sikhs and privileges and had a ringside seat for the whole goddamn mess. This is a serious incident. I don't need Ransom making it more complicated. Do you read me? Waits out.
So San Cristobal, that medical place, got, I guess some people got killed. And I'd be quiet. This is, by the way, a formal complaint to Station Medical. I do not want to be attended by an android, any android. I'm a senior seasoned executive with a significant financial investment in Sevastopol. I should be treated appropriately by humans. Lingard. So Lingard was a lady. Morley got killed. Coleman, I think, is the guy we saw the alien grab him. That doctor, I think. Paul B. Dr. Lingard attending severe chemical burns to arms and legs. You mean like acid for blood? Paul B. Paul B. Dr. Coleman attending suspected brain damage caused by asphyxiation through manual strangulation. Nothing to do. Wasted bed. The android do that?
Morley, it's Lingard. After the incident, the marshals want us to rope off medical. They're bringing in a team to find whatever it was the patient was carrying. I told them it was fast, but they're convinced they can trap it. They've got net. I'll set up a temporary medical center outside. You're in charge for now. Don't let Coleman sweet-talk his way in. The last thing we need is him self-medicating with Marshal Waits around.
So it's the chest burster. So they saw the chest burster. They know something came out of it, and they're looking for the chest burster. That's why they said nets. So that's the incident. Report Smythe, head of synthetic development. I just received schematics for, I don't know how much we paid our mole, but the season board is going to need to shell out a hell lot more. Unless it seems old tech for whaling time, but it's beyond anything we're capable of. Our T's, X, and shareholders won't listen, but we need investment. Company and all its subsidiaries are light years ahead of us. Smythe.
Smythe, I've been looking over your report on the Weyland-Yutani androids and your proposals for improving the working Joes. Now, I appreciate the work you put in, but understand we live in different worlds. Yours is full of extrapolations and estimations. Mine has an executive suite and $8,000 suits. Bottom line is, I gotta look after the money, buddy. I hired you because you were the cheapest, not the best. Find a way to bring these costs down, huh? Ransom out.
You did what you paid for, you want to cheap out. Smythe. Russell, here's my spiel for the potential clients today. What do you think? Spetty will hang me out to dry if they don't bite. Welcome, gentlemen. Welcome to the bullshit. Fully automated synthetic medical intervention. No human expertise required. No costly human surgical training. Fuck that shit. Russell, upstairs, want a full rundown of what we've got stacked in component stores. There's some useful stuff in there, some junk. They want values estimates too. Smythe. Remarkable growth. Seed and Sun proved to be the backbone of colonial expansion. By 2071, the year the Seed family sold its shares back into the company. Your expansion remained exponential. Single-minded rivals looked on with envy as Seed and Son became market leaders, manufacturing cars, chemicals, educational equipment, and building materials. We became Seed Sim. We took on the name our customers had known us for decades. Yeah. See how that worked out for you?
Smile. Have you been practicing the script for the VIPs visiting today? We need to impress. Noise from upstairs says they're the last potential bidders for Sevastopol's Working Joe rollout. If they go with Weyland-Yutani cast-offs instead, the jobs Seegson had allocated for us back on Earth are on the line. Don't screw up. Spreading out.
It don't matter. You don't get fired anyway, and then you're going to be dead. Spedding. Now you fire me, you'll have to descend from your ivory tower. Wait. Okay, so Smythe was supposed to give the thing, and then Smythe got fired by... So the guy talking here fired this guy who gave the speech. And the guy who gave the speech, who got fired, says, "You fire me, you'll have to descend from your ivory tower to pick up the slap. The guys decommissioning in Sevastopol have free access to supplies and storage where everything we need loading. Use the requisitions android. Power him up. Let him out if his bots and watch him go. Just like me, huh? By the time you get this, I'll be dead drunk in Dylan's bar. I guess you already know that, but it's been pure hell working for you. It's the best thing that's ever happened to me, so fuck you." Chief, I just got another message from Spedding about the busted elevator outside the Android exam theater. My guys have got a million things to do right now, so it's not going to be fixed in the time for your VIP visit. If Spedding wants to be a priority, then maybe you should stop being a petulant asshole. It's an easy job. Off the top of my head, I can tell you the parts you need, component storage. If you can't find yourself asking requisitions androids, just get on my back, Chief. So Spedding seems like an asshole. Just like Ransom. Can I get someone from CSIS to look at my Android? I've just worked 24-hour shift helping out with trauma patients, and I'm the dentist. Waits once every one of them moved out of the hospital, and no one is telling me anything. If I'm going to be pulling down these kinds of hours, I need some extra help. We've got an Android down here with a perfectly adequate program, but he's gathering dust because apparently the same model started acting up on the other side of the station. What the hell is going on with this place? Get someone down here before I make an official complaint. So the dentist is even pissed.
Smythe, it's Spedding. You knew full well that these guys were the last bidders for Sevastopol's Apollo system, and you totally fucked the android presentation. They're not interested. So no bonus from me, no half share for you, and God only knows what it means for the suits upstairs. That's got me pissed. But you know what's getting me even more pissed? I have to stay on Sevastopol to oversee the synthetic shutdown while you go home. Don't have nightmares on the trip back, jackass.
Wolf, I mean, I thought people can't leave. I mean, if Smythe left, then hell, that worked out for him. You call me jackass every day. At least I left your sorry ass, fuckface.
This is a message for all members of the Seegson security team. There's been an altercation in the spaceflight terminal. Waits doesn't have our back. As of right now, no one hired as Seegson security is going on shift. We're cutting ties with the marshals and everyone else on station. Time to take care of our own. I'm gonna find some place safe for everyone to hole up. Money's dried up here. We don't owe these people nothing.
Yeah, that's the guy that at the end, you left us behind. This is crazy bastard. You think that things get around in a fucking transit car? You're sitting on an override that'll disconnect the transit from Apollo, so fucking pull it. You can stop all this bullshit just by pulling a lever. And you think you're safer with the transit powered down, but we're trapped like rats. For God's sake, help us. Trapped them, the asshole. Guys, heads up for you, jackass. Don't even think about throwing in with Sinclair and the Seeds and security guys. I told them it was you that killed Morrison. They see you, they'll shoot you on sight. You should have let me join you in your bullet hole. You won't last a week. Sinclair was the guy. Yeah, he's the guy that. We're security will take care of our own. Tough guy. Fucking tough guy. People just turn on each other. Oh, here's this guy again.
Guys, it's Sinclair. We need supplies. Take what you can from whoever you want. I found an area in habitation where we can seal ourselves in and wait for rescue. I've got guys welding vents shut and shutting off elevators. Plan is to make it watertight. There's no room for more people in the sanctuary, but we can make space for their food, meds, water, and guns. If we're gonna get everyone through this alive, there's no room for pity.
What a nice guy. Oh, Ricardo, okay. Rest in peace, Ricardo. Weights, we're trapped down here. Oh, we're trapped down. The creature set off explosives. We set in the habitation tower, and I'm hearing reports of damage to the spaceflight terminal dots. I don't think we put a dent in it. There's activity in San Cristobal, so maybe it's gone bad. Find a way over to the SciMed Tower transit. Hope to God the sensors of medical reception are still online. That was when the Xenomorph was in front of me and everything blew up. Arrest sheets. Marlowe, the Nisadora leader. Mike Tanaka. Night in the cells. The sober let off with a warning. Robert Webster.
Chief here. As requested, I've resubmitted my report for the removal of the transit system for use elsewhere once Sevastopol's been closed off. I still don't see how it's possible. I know Seegson is trying to recoup as much investment as he can on this place, but the thing is trash. Junctions have rusted through, major safety protocols have been ignored for years. It's a wreck. Nothing short of a miracle has stopped it killing off half the population.
Well, I took the transit a lot. Thankfully, it didn't kill me. These people have been told Sevastopol's due for the scrap heap, right? I just got a message from Ellison and season accounts. Can we fix the hand dryer in the restroom? Can we help next time one of these bullshit requests comes through? Send them right back. We're about to strip this place out, not patch it up. Alright, hardware problems. Yeah. Ship a company. I can't afford to lose the business. Yeah, everything's breaking down. Julia, the reporter. Seasons now cause losses set to abandon Sevastopol. This is yet another sign of the retrenchment that is rife throughout the sector. Some days it has felt as if corporate pride was the only thing keeping the troubled station in orbit above KG 348. Living aboard the station today, it's abundantly clear that Season has gambled wildly with most of its investments that have banking cores such as Geofund Investor. They'll judge Russia into space colonization, its hubris, and its overexpansion of costs that are second-tier corporations dearly. Weyland-Yutani, with its extensive financial and tech firepower, can weather these storms while its lesser rivals fall away. Even the company, however, must hear alarm bells ringing as it looks towards these fading orbital outposts. Weyland-Yutani's ongoing investment in terraforming research tech looks increasingly shrewd as it watches each of these distant lights bunk out.
I am recording this for anyone else who was away when it happened. I can't tell who escaped. There are some boys, but the others were taken through the vents, one by one. The doors were locked, but the ceiling vents were open. There was nowhere to run and no one to let them out. It was like a fox dropping into a henhouse. I should move on. There's a couple of survivors who still trust the marshal in the mall. And then there's a Sinclair and his idiot man with guns somewhere in habitation. But I doubt either will last a week.
So you got the security guys and Sinclair, and then you got Gorman. It took her and I couldn't do a thing to stop it. First it tore through Doug, then it cut Liam in half and threw him aside like a rag doll. Then it cornered Emma. I was in the shadows, it didn't see me. Emma was calling for me, calling for help. I couldn't move, I was too scared. I let it take her, but I'm going to find her. You find this arm yourself. Good luck, buddy, but you did. Eric, can you hear me? Damn comms are screwed in. It's LinkedIn. Can you hear me? Made it down the tech support. I picked up some canisters of water, some battery packs, and some tools. A lot of stuff has already been looted. I'm going to try and break into lockup. I think they keep security hackers in there. We could use one, but I'm not going to stay down here much longer. There's something, God, I don't know, mysterious trapped down here. Might be back to freight. Call me if you get this, okay? Okay? Yeah, ain't okay. To the tempter, we can't keep up a full guard 24/7, but with the volunteer lookouts and the Spire's existing security systems, we can keep it watertight. From this point onward, we don't raise the security shutters for anyone, and all supply runs have to go through me. We can get through this, guys. Bullshit. I don't know how much longer I can take this. It's cramped and dirty, and the trash is starting to rot. I don't even know if we're really safe here. Carter and Townsend came back from their recons last week with a couple of guns, and I'm starting to see a different side to some people here. Maybe that woman Winters was right. Is that the woman? Oh. I doubt either will last to wait that lady. Yeah, she's right. Wait, Sinclair, I have been I have verified reports that you and your men are shooting civilians and looting supplies. When I find a way to kill this creature, I hope to hell that I found you first. So Gorman is mad at the security guy shooting civilians and looting supplies. I know we've had our differences since you and your seasoned security team arrived in Sevastopol, but right now we have a severe situation. We need a united front. In return for your total cooperation, I'm willing to drop my investigation into your involvement in unregistered black market trading and drop all claims I had on the Sistet Spire Marshal Office, where you and your thugs operate from. Let's do this right. Well, it didn't work. I've been investigating these archive leads, and I'm pretty sure it's just faulty hardware. These systems are too old to properly integrate into something as complex as Apollo. Found something else, though. Looks like someone has been accessing people's private messages and camera feeds the last couple of years. Executive Suite, San Cristobal, even the Marshal Bureau have been hacked. Does the name Ransom mean anything to you? It does to me.
Hughes, it's Ransom. I just got your query. Yes, I have been in our transmission relay archive, and I've done some decrypting. I'm looking for crew logs that passed through Sevastopol a while ago. I know you're concerned, but it's ancient history. There's just some stuff I need to know. A routine company transmission packet sent from the edge of Thetis before a ship started its trip home. Nothing that's going to break anything. Still, no one else needs to know about it, right? If you talk, well, there'll be consequences. I mean, there's plenty Marie doesn't know, right? Leave them decoding and let me know when they're done. We can keep this civil.
What, is he cheating on her with you, buddy? Crime will be dismissed shortly. We will be reducing the power budget to the area in due course as required for a corporate function. Season regrets to inform that Gemini Exoplanet Solutions will receive no further funding. It's not liable for time remaining on Gemini personnel. Well, fuck you, but also thank you. I've discussed with line managers. Several of you have questions about restoring power. Should power be required in distribution? We can access. It's a Jovian gas giant situated at a mean distance of 6.2 astronomical units from the heart of the system. Initial surveys of its cloud layers show a rare mix of metallic gases. To exploit the potential of this resource, we are proud to announce the research project spearheaded by Gemini Exoplanet Solutions. Okay, so that's the planet that nearby that this place crashed into, pretty much. Be bold, learn, adapt, live. Life has changed. We grow. Look around. You never know what might be useful. What bullshit. We're going to have to find a new way to get the goods into Sevastopol. Wade says commercial cargo under scrutiny at the moment, and he's checking the ambulance shuttles. Tell your man outside to sit tight for now. I know a guy called Sinclair who can help us. Oh, the security guy. I remember when the marshals actually had to deal with real crime rather than harassing businessmen and screwing with their deals. Get the goods as fast as wait. Huh.
Seeks an executive ransom here. I'm sending over some samples for investigation. I want the minimum number of employees on this. Keep it on the down low and report only to me. If any of this gets out, I'll make sure your career dies with Sevastopol. There are a lot of inconsistencies in Gemini's ledgers. Do right by me, and I'll remember you. Whatever you're skimming now will seem like chicken feed. Do the smart thing.
Elaine, Jameson Clark is dead. Last time I saw him, he was using some of the junk around the station to make explosive for protection. I told him to be careful, but when I got back, there was just explosive damage and blood. I'm on my own, so I'm going to come to you. Where are you, Elaine? Probably dead, too. Appreciate me. You're upset with the current situation. Imminent total shutdown of Gemini. I've been asked by Season to assure you that the future of Sevastopol itself is 100% secure. Bullshit.
I don't know when anyone will get this, but someone needs to keep a record, and I don't know. I came here a few months ago to write about the collapse of a dream, a future gone sour. For me, the people here were a little more than footnotes for my article. Something to tug at the heartstrings. And when the disappearances started, oh, I was thrilled. This was something big. But now people are afraid, and a communication fault means we're alone. I'm trapped here, just like everybody else. Another footnote. Another victim.
Just another victim, kid. The decommission. They started closing the stores in Galleria. Your place still boarded up from last year. Sorry you had to lose it. You never seemed to catch a break. Do you steal you from Margaret? Blythe, we need to find a way to shut down those automated janitors. They're a security problem. Every time they start their cleaning circuit, there's a risk. They'll open up a routine for that thing hunting us, or at the very least, let looters in. Underway. You must relocate or you will be faced with forced removal. Population rehoming service has been established. We are happy to help you with your next step, but are not liable for costs incurred. If you require financial support, we recommend Season Credit Services.
I have been camped out in Galleria Mall for maybe 24 hours. The people here, they're scared. But they still believe that martial waits will kill the creature. They forget other dangers. They forget themselves. People are turning on each other for food, for water. I cannot stay here.
I don't blame her. Heist, you still there? Why the hell didn't we have the smarts to stay on the Anisadora? They shut me in a lab over in the Sisted Spire. For the love of God, come find me. Elevators are out and there are bodies everywhere. I'm sure I can hear it in the walls.
Mates, I'm leaving this for you when you wake up. I know that you're still all over the place after that thing came out of Foster, but you've got to stop fucking up like this. You got way too drunk and told those people sleeping in the mall way too much. I dragged you away when I saw the look in their eyes. We can't go back there again. No one can know we're connected to Marlowe and the Anisadora. I'll come back once you've dried out.
Okay, for some reason this ain't working. I don't know why. Wait, we should try... Wait, we should talk about what happened in St. Cristobal. Now, it was a nasty business. I understand that you want to deal with it as quietly and quickly as possible, but I wanted to make sure you didn't do anything rash. Talk about catching the specimen without killing it. If we play smart, we could be set up for life. Now the connections, Waits. I could set it up. You're getting old, Waits. You can't do this forever, and what you're going to do when Sevastopol closes, you have my number. Impounded. Oh, Marlowe had a bunch of shit.
Wait, it's Dr. Lingard. I've just examined a patient. Well, I've never seen anything like it. Some kind of unknown parasite. I did a quick check on the name they gave me, and there's no one registered under it at Sevastopol. I think she came on board recently. Do you know anything about this? I had no idea what Sinclair and his men were doing, but this should have been picked up during quarantine. Who knows what else they've let through? The patient and her captain are waiting for me in the examination room. Get down here now.
Sinclair and them were not giving a shit because everything's going bye-bye. So just like, oh, sure, whatever. Give me a few bucks, let it in. Let this person in. Oh, so this is like when she was still alive, saw it in her. Don't be mad, but I went through to the elevator shaft and shut the access door behind me. I had a Joe on my tail, so I had to get out. No sign of lovebirds, but I got a whole heap of guns and supplies up here. Julia, the... yeah. Yeah. Mass-produced no-frills androids still sit in their boxes. Machines and research facilities are still shrouded in the plastic they were delivered in. Trading docks are used only by the flourishing black market that the station's residents have come to rely on. Sevastopol is a ghost town, and nobody cares. Well, yeah, they don't give a fuck. Why would they? Shit, I'm not going to... I only have 5 minutes left. This ain't going to be enough time. I might have to... You know what? For syncing. I've sent up some blank androids for the VIP Sevastopol sail tour. If you haven't done it before, just have them lie on the slab in the reformat chamber. I'll turn that to Apollo and upgrade them with the latest programming. Let's hope they bite. Yeah, bite this asshole.
This is Seegson Executive Ransom speaking. I just woke up to find a working Joe in my suite, and when I asked what the hell it was doing, it lunched for me. I had to leave my own fucking apartment. Send your best technicians to Apollo Core and find out what the hell is going on. Now! Get those things under control. I want a full report ASAP.
That's your fucking fault, buddy. Suzanne, sweetheart, I'm going to have a rain check. I'm getting reports from downstairs about abnormal android behavior. But have something to do with all those folks gone missing. I need you to get to showroom. Shut yourself. There's a lockdown button near my desk from when these machines were actually worth something. Don't worry about them. They're only display models. Just sit tight. I'll sort this out. We can celebrate the deal finally going through when we're not on company time. Well, yeah, so much. Oh, Spedding was the other asshole like Ransom. Spedding fired that one guy. What was that one guy? You fucked up the proposal. You fucked up the speech. You're fired. Have fun on the way back, jackass. So he was with this girl named Suzanne. She's the one who got killed. And all those androids in the display, and we used EMPs on their ass. I'm expecting the VIPs to get here early, so I want you and your people ready and waiting to greet them. The clock's ticking down, and this is our last chance to salvage something from this piece of shit. I want your people to answer their every whim, every vice, and laugh at every one of their fucking jokes. Take them to the showroom when they're ready. Don't rush them and don't bore them with speeches. If they say want something changed and they're working Joes, just say yes. We're going to let the tech heads worry about it later. I hope you have your best people on this. Yeah. Spife, what do you mean you shut the access door to the elevator? All your guns and supplies mean jack shit to me when the synthetic that was chasing you was still fucking down here. Wait a minute. Is that from all the way up here? Where was that? God, there's a guy. Oh, this guy here, Russell. He says, don't be mad. I went through the elevator shaft and shut the access door behind me. I had a Joe on my tail, so I had to get out of here. No sign of lovebirds. And then this guy's like, what do you mean you shut the access door to the elevator? All your guns and supplies mean jack shit to me when this that was chasing you is still fucking down here. I only seen me and stood staring at your old magazines and the blood plant overlook. Get back down here and open this door now. Smythe. I don't know how many of you are still around to get this, but I've got weapons and supplies and I'm setting up shop outside the synthetic showroom. I hope we'll be safe from the creature up here. Smythe is with me and waiting to be let up from the fluid plant reception. I still haven't seen Suzanne. If you're with her, let me know. Oh, so the lovebirds was Spedding and Suzanne, and we know what happened to her. And all displays she's fucking dead. And then, what the fuck, what was I going to say? So, they got back together, Smythe and Russell.
This is Spedding in Android processing. We've got a situation. There's white on red casualties on the station. I've just had an android report to the APTC with head trauma. But he's covered in blood. Human blood. I've alerted the marshals, put my secretary someplace safe, and right now, I'm headed for the transit. I'm gonna get a working Joe to consult Apollo. Maybe it knows who the hell is to blame for this.
Unless that girl that died was the secretary, he said. Or was his girlfriend the secretary? I don't know. Yeah, I don't need to know the history. It began as a free port built by Lorenz System Development and funded by our friends at GeoFund Investors. Station's opening would, however, coincide with tumult in the space race, years of mismanagement, and the rerouting of the Sol Thetis flight path. Less Sevastopol in real danger.
I've come over to Apollo to find out what sent the synthetics crazy. This place has gone to hell. Apollo's redirected core android duties, and they've just walked away from the maintenance we requested after we got the news. Coolant's everywhere, gas has escaped, and the primary access lift has shut itself down. I flagged the help request, but apparently I'm 45th in line. Systems are suddenly obsessed with hazard containment. I'm gonna find a way down. Spedding out.
You do what you gotta do. You're gonna get fucking killed anyway. Wind up pulses for your deep space orbital station, self-regulation, and android maintenance. Yeah, so they kill you easier.
Hey, it's Chief. There's something wrong with your synthetics. The team I requisitioned to acid strip lower habitation just stopped in their tracks. They brought something about a hazard containment order, tried to get into my control booth, and then just marched off. I know I always complain about those spooky bald bastards, but now I've got proof their wiring's faulty. I've got a meeting with your boss Spedding tomorrow, and I'm gonna kick some ass. So when he starts kicking your ass, well, it's coming from me.
Apollo would ask for your patience during the current. Yeah. Fuck you, Apollo. Oh, okay, is that going to play? Spedding. That's the one with the lovebird girl. Something crazy just happened. Sevastopol is off the market. We got a buyer. After all those endless presentations and tours, I guess the talks were installed at all. Someone at company headquarters just had to click his fingers. A message of confirmation just came in. Apollo's currently receiving a packet of new operation rule sets, so I guess the deal's sealed. This is board level, need to know stuff until it's announced to shareholders. Quite the promotion, huh? Oh, so I bet this asshole Ransom told Weyland-Yutani, or told people, we got this little thing, it's like a specimen. They go, oh, you got a specimen, huh? We don't buy your shit. Here's some packets, and we'll fuck up your AI, because your AI is a piece of shit anyway. So we're going to fuck your AI up, and now you can't go anywhere, and sooner or later, we're going to go over and get the shit. Spedding its ransom. With the Weyland-Yutani buyout, it's more important than ever that the flight recorder handover goes without a hitch. There'll be low-level execs and no jack about the buyout. But if they hear rumors about disappearing people problem, well, I don't want to rock the boat. Neither do you. Let's just keep everything nice and quiet. We don't want them having second thoughts. No, that's why they bought you in the first place, dude.
This is Seeks and Executive Ransom reporting into the board. You sons of bitches. I was loyal to you, and you cheap bastards left me twisting in the wind. I was going to give you the find of a lifetime. I was willing to risk my life for the company. I could have called in a special team, secured the specimen, and we all would have been happy, but Apollo has got all communications. None of the technicians in Apollo Corps are answering my messages. We're all dying here, you bastards. You threw it all away. Fuck you, and fuck your company. Fuck you.
That's what you get, buddy. It would have been nice to find this guy's body so I could fucking piss on it.
I'm in Apollo. There are androids at the door. Ransom's nowhere to be seen. There are conflicts with the hazard containment breach. Synthetic safety procedures are getting bypassed left and right. Comms are offline. I thought it was random, but I'm not so sure. Oh God, I'm gonna get in. Tell Suzanne I'm over.
You tell her yourself when... Well, you're both dead anyway, so you tell each other. Yeah, a bunch of reports.
Chief here. Something weird's happened. Synthetics are on the fritz, so I found some guys to help me out. I sent one of them into a manufacturing room, but he never came out. Every door's locked, and he sure as hell couldn't fit through the air vent without a fight. We don't know what to do. It doesn't seem right to keep working without looking for him, but there's nowhere to look. Our ship's over soon. I'll report the incident to Waits and the marshals.
People keep disappearing, they don't tell them.
I saw it. It had its back to me, walking down a corridor like it was the most natural thing in the world. I hid, and when I looked up, it wasn't there. I think it went into the floor, maybe the ceiling. Sevastopol's a maze. Could be living anywhere. This must be what the marshals have been chasing. This shouldn't have been kept from me. Chief out.
He's got a point. We need you down reactor maintenance. I've got reports of localized brownouts all over the station. I know it's going to be hell on station, but I can't see anything up here that would be compromising power delivery. Do you run a full systems check down there? Flores, if you're still there, find somewhere safe and wait. I'm coming down to you. We need to stick together now. Sanders is dead. At least 4 of the other engineers are missing. One of those damn androids nearly took my head off, so I've scavenged some parts together to make a weapon. Is that enough kit to punch a nice clean hole in one of those bastards? I'll be there as soon as I can, Chief. So I wonder if the Chief's body was there by that weapon. Chief, I'm into the reactor maintenance now as requested.
Dr. Lingard, my name is Julia Jones, and I'm a writer covering Sevastopol's decommissioning. I was hoping to interview you about your experiences on the station. You know, the limited medical resources, the mental effects on patients in deep space, that kind of thing. But look, Doctor, I've heard there was some kind of incident in the hospital recently. No one seems to know anything. Doctor, if there's a major public health issue here on Sevastopol, people need to know. I'm freelance, unbiased. I don't have any corporate affiliations. Let me be a friend to you. Call me.
So that's different. I'll take any statement you care to give me, so...
I think we may have broken our losing streak. We've barely been scraping a living the past couple of years, and the Anisadora is starting to look like the wrecks we salvage. Can't say the crew's been faring any better. Then we found that flight recorder. It belongs to a ship, the Nostromo, Wayland-Yutani property. That means there'll be a reward. But then Marlowe had an even better idea. Extrapolate the path of the flight recorder to try to find the wreck of the Nostromo. We got lucky. Found a distress signal, and now we're following it. This is it. I can feel it in my bones. He always said he'd do right by me.
Bullshit. Marlowe Heist says he just picked up some kind of signal. I've got Lewis trying to decode it now. Could be in this Nostromo. Want to come up and see for yourself? I don't know how much time is left on this thing. Yeah, I don't remember.
We're outside Sevastopol. Marlowe and Foster woke up first. She looked terrible. Meeks and me are about to take a shuttle to the station. But, well, this has got to break quarantine procedures, right? It's Marlowe's ship. She's Marlowe's wife. And things got heated, and Meeks got a bloody nose. So, I don't know. Maybe the doctors will give her the all clear and things can get to normal. But if they sniff it out when we get on board, I don't want any part of it. Marlowe doesn't pay nearly enough for that kind of noise.
Should have left earlier. Technicians report Marlowe just had to go. Much needed work on the sublight engines. The old girl was complaining so loudly. I'm surprised something didn't fall off during the last jump. Everything's holding together for now, but she'll need a full overhaul soon, and not just for the core systems. If we keep pushing her like this, we're going to end up being the only salvage crew hitchhiking through deep space. Expensive job, so let's hope you're right about that beacon. Oh, if you say so. I wouldn't say, I mean, it isn't, well, yeah, you got paid your life. Whatever it is that attached itself to Foster is dead. Found on the floor by her bed, all curled up like a spider. Foster said she felt fine, but I insisted on putting her into a hypersleep. That thing must have done something to her, but maybe I can slow the process. Sevastopol's the nearest station, so I'm going to get her checked into quarantine. Well, quarantine would be a problem, but I figured the Nostromo flight recorder may be the ticket in.
Anisadora, this is Marshal Waits of Sevastopol. Officially, I should deny your request to dock. Sevastopol is currently being decommissioned, and I can't compromise security for unscheduled vessels. However, in the light of the property you found, I will allow a small number of your crew to dock via a short-range shuttle. I must remind you that Sevastopol is entitled to a cut of any reward for return of said property once it's on station. Let me know your decision. Waits out.
Money. It's all about the money.
Axel's journal entry 340. Right. Got to be quiet now. I found a small hideaway in the space flight terminal. Not exactly 5-star, but it's cozy enough. I filled the bag with essentials and picked up a few things on the way, making sure I didn't run into anyone. Too many people with guns on Sevastopol now, shooting at shadows. I mean, I have one myself, but I'm not fucking insane. At least, here it's secluded, and I'm close to the terminal. So if there is a chance of a ship arriving, I'll get a front seat.
Yeah, you got a front seat to death. You were one of the first I saw to die. Reliable, cost-efficient synthesis. Government AI, yeah. We made it to tomorrow, and we did it together. Yeah, you killed everybody together, too. Congrats.
This is Sinclair. You guys took too long down there. I had to power down this facility and take the last transit. We can't afford to keep the sanctuary wide open. All it'll take is one creature to get in, and all the supplies and weapons we've taken will come to jack shit. Me and mine are gonna sit this out till the rescue comes. I'm sorry, but when you started chasing after a ship that'll never come, you broke with the plan. Sinclair out.
Well,
I got here when they were sealing the sanctuary. I don't know what they expected. Maybe they changed their mind and let me in. Maybe they shoot me dead. They shut the door in my face. I can hear movements from the floor below me. I haven't got long. Sinclair and his people have Sevastopol's food supplies and much of its weaponry. But I heard the voices of children too. I'd wondered where the children had gone. Perhaps they can keep these monsters from them. I hope they do.
yeah, I have a feeling they ain't gonna amount to jack shit. Yeah, it doesn't say how much time is going on with the PS4 recorder. I think it was like 40 minutes, and then it's been about 50. 34, 15? That'd be like 55? You know, close.
If you're listening to this, and you're on the team, we've sealed the habitation sanctuary. There's one way in, one way out. I've still got raiding parties heading out to loot supplies and weapons, but it looks like we shut it off just in time. The Sikhs and synthetics have started moving away from their stations. I've seen a trail of strangled bodies in the public areas.
Well, answer my question. Let's do this. Sealed in now and hit.
If you're listening to this, and you're on the team, we've sealed the habitation sanctuary. There's one way in, one way out. I've still got raiding parties heading out to loot supplies and weapons, but it looks like we shut it off just in time. The Sikhs and synthetics have started moving away from their stations. I've seen a trail of strangled bodies in public areas. So, be aware. Oh, and if you're listening to this and you're not on the team, don't come find us. We will shoot.
Sure you will, dickhead. Is anyone there? It's Denver. I'm back with the supplies, but I'm locked out and there's nobody answering. What happened? Was there an attack? It's getting worse out here. You have to let me back inside. My wife is in there. She'll tell you who I am. I have the supplies. Someone please answer me. They're probably all dead. We rounded up everyone we could find and are camped out in the rec room. The security system we discussed is rigged up, but you won't be able to get in the old way. We caught a stranger sneaking in. After a couple of hours, he confessed who let him in, and we threw them both out. We've only got limited space and supplies here. We've got to control who gets in. They want in, they've got to bring something to the table. What you need is in the usual place. Of course, we'll need to make sure you got the supplies you promised, but we'll check you upon entrance. I'm sure you got what we need. After all, I vouch for you. Don't make me regret it. So that's this guy he's talking about.
Last will and testament of some fuck you don't give a shit about.
You're right. I don't.
Couldn't keep them out. My wife is dead. My children have been taken. I tried, but I couldn't stop them. They broke through our defenses. There's so much blood on my hands.
Yep.
This is for the rescue party. For Sikhs and or I don't know. Whoever has to clean up this mess. We held out in here as long as we could. You didn't come fast enough. You fucked it. Just send in the Marines or blow this place up. Take these creatures back to hell.
Affirmative. Okay, I don't know why sometimes these don't work. And I'm so sorry, you're right. I never should have come here. Please tell Beth and Heidi. Tell them that I love them more than anything. God, it hurts so much. I found something, and I don't know what it was, but I found it. And now it's killing me. It's killing everyone. I have to tell someone. There has to be a record. I was so stupid. Should have stayed with you. I wish. Disrupted orbital stabilizers. I cannot confirm that all Sevastopol systems are operational. Our orbit is no longer degenerative, my thanks to the tow team. Code on blueprint. The Torn's coordinates. 3575. Well, there you go. That. Oh wait. Wait. Oh, what? Oh well, this is close enough. I missed one. God damn it. So that's why I didn't get the... I missed one. I don't know where I missed it, but I missed one. Where the hell did I miss that?
This is Captain Dallas logging an initial report from the return leg of our Thetis voyage. When we get back home, I want a meeting with the shipping coordinator. My usual science officer has been replaced. No reason given. The new
guy is more than capable, I'm sure, but only getting 2 days' notice for this kind of thing is crazy.
It's crazy.
Just like an explanation. We'll be ready for our load when we get the call. Dallas, Nostromo captain, signing off.
That pissed me off.
Science Officer's initial log. I've been installed on board the Nostromo. All the relevant paperwork has been signed, and I have access to the ship's Mother 6000 mainframe. Captain Dallas and the executive officer seem put out by my appearance, but that's perhaps to be expected. All that's left is to hope for a productive journey. Ash signing off.
Oh, man.
This is Lambert confirming the delayed pickup of the refinery we're taking back to Earth. I've entered initial coordinates for the edge of the Epsilon Reticuli using the established haulage route. My next entry will be confirmation of our flight plan to the Sol system. Lambert, out.
Ripley's asked me to write a report on what happened to you, Billikers, when we hooked onto the refinery. I'll tell you what happened. Me and Brett were holding the place together with our bare hand. You'd think millions of tons of oil would get someone from the front deck, someone on a full share down here with us, you know, checking up on the stuff we need. You want to get out of the system on schedule next time, you put the Nostromo in dry dock for a month. You wait till we're done with it. You pay what we're due. Park her out.
Got a point.
Sounds like the system check went okay. Some ducks still need rerouting, but as I keep getting told, there's not much we can do about it when the Nostromo is in the air. Parker's coming up with the sign-off sheets. But I know Ripley wants to chew his ear about the secondary load unit. I'm going to stay out of it for now. They know what they're doing. Dallas, Nostromo captain, signing off.
Yep.
We're heading to the edge of the system. Ripley's giving me a list of stuff she says needs doing. Says Mother's not going to let us hit the gas if we don't fix the secondary load unit. Hell of a lot of work for a routine flight. Dallas, if you somehow found the time in your schedule to listen in on this, Brett and me, we're doing double time. If you don't come good with a bonus, we'll be taking it to the union.
Exactly.
Right. Finishing up here, Kane asked if we could fix it so the heating came on before we get out of the old freezerinos. Parker said, no way, not our job. Next he'll be asking for monogrammed towels and a massage. So we didn't do that. We told him that. Brett, over now.
Yeah, you tell Harry Stan sounded tired.
This is Lambert, navigator on the USCSS Nostromo, registering that all navigation beacons and Sol system coordinates have now been verified by Mother. Antarctica Traffic Control will get our call on October 22nd, or a few hours on either side. Signing off.
Pre-hypersleep health checks have been performed on the entire crew, including, after some persistence from the engineer staff, the ship's cat. Everyone regular, present and correct. I sat out in the report I've just logged with Mother. I have a little more work to do setting up my equipment and initializing systems, but otherwise, we're ready to go.
This is Dallas. I'm about to broadcast the Nostromo report packet back to the Sol system before we hit the pods. Nearest open relay station looks to be Sevastopol. All things being well, you'll hear from us once we reach the edge of Sol. Don't miss us too much. Dallas out.
It's Ash being a dick. That's what it is. Ash, I've been installed on here. I'm a fuck-face asshole. He is a two-faced prick made of milk. And I want to punch him in the face until his robot soul leaves out of his fucking body. There's the fucking ending. That's what Ash is. He's a piece of shit. He's a fucking asshole. He's a two-faced prick. He's a goddamn robot. Ash is a goddamn robot. I want to put my foot in his face. Eat to go. Eat shit up the creek without a paddle. There you go. I summed up the fucking thing. There you go. So, with that said, it's going to be hell to edit all this, but you know, something different. Why not? Thanks once again to Predminator. Hopefully he enjoys this stuff. I wanted to just give some commentary on that stuff. It's interesting. It does tell an interesting story about the last days of Sevastopol before the events of the game. Yeah, I mean, definitely makes me wonder, like I said, what happened to that reporter? Ransom. Did we ever see his body and all that shit? But, definitely some cool stuff. Definitely a lot of cool stuff, so I find this stuff interesting. So with that said, this took a lot longer than I thought, but hey, it's for the fun of it. Thanks for watching. Take care, and we will see you guys in the next video. Thanks for the Predminator. Hopefully this was good or okay for you. Take care, man. Bye-bye.
Added report. Personal message. This is for my daughter. Hi, Amanda. I'm recording this for you, my sweetheart, and I hope you get to hear it one day. You see, I got into trouble. My ship, there was an accident, sweetheart, and we found an alien creature. It was very dangerous, and the only way we could stop it was to destroy the ship. I'm okay. I'm stuck on this lifeboat, long way out, but we had to destroy the ship. We had to destroy the Nostromo. We just couldn't risk bringing that thing home with us. I needed to protect you. Don't worry. Don't worry about me. I'm sure I'll see you very soon. I love you, sweetheart.